do or don't do.
Oh, and he has books for sale.
Oh, see, I don't even have to do that, so Jessica did it for me, so I do. And I just have to say what Jessica said about being well-known in New York. The difference is, in New York I get treated like shit, so. You know?
Love you, man.
You know, so here I get treated like, very pleasantly smelling shit. Except for my gallstone and that I'm losing a lot of money next week by not being in New York, which is rare. Yeah, the gallstone particularly. I mean, I'm beyond happy to be here. And I'm going to read in Moe's books on Monday, and just to show you how those things work, I haven't been in Moe's books since the 60s, so it's going to be for me like, wow, it's still here.
It's still there.
Yeah, so I was originally told I had like 35 minutes, so but it'll all work out.
Wait a minute, hold it a minute. Hold on a minute. You're kidding, right?
I am kidding.
Oh, wow. Because, you know, I'm a pedantic motherfucker. And I try, you know, as El Capitan, you know, I don't want to, you know,
That's it, my 10 minutes are up.
I'm going to start the oven timer. You go over a little bit, but let's do it. And give a big round of applause for Steve.
That was funny.
So I purposely brought all my shitty stuff to read tonight. So this piece is called Justifiable Homicide.
Can we fix that feedback?
Is there feedback?
I just fixed it.
Ah, okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's fixed.
Justifiable Homicide. I heard someone read a poem about love, and someone else read a poem about war, and someone else about slavery, and someone else about God, and someone else about earth, and someone else about heaven and the stars. Someone else about suicide, someone else about politics, someone else about sex, someone else about whales, someone else about poverty, someone else about homelessness, someone else about loneliness, someone else about gentrification, someone else about self-gratification, someone else about geometry, and someone else about a lake. And all the while I thought about my liver, and I thought about my spleen, and I thought about my gallbladder, and I thought about my prostate, and I thought about my hernias, and I thought about my backache, and I thought about my cancer, and I thought about death, and I thought about my loose and broken teeth, my missing fillings and my sleeplessness, and I thought about exercising every day, and I thought about drinking lots of water every day, and I thought about eating mushrooms every day, and less fat, and cutting out coffee, and my nose hairs, and my ravaged cuticles, and about taking long trips and never leaving the house, and about my obsessions, and about going to a movie, and about how to spend my money, or why I even should, and about eating more cooked tomatoes, and eating more vegetables, and contracting mad cow disease, and quitting my job, and not watching the news, and reading a book, and I don't even have a job, and I am a hopelessly normal guy trapped inside a madman. And I want to write a poem about nightingales, and I want to write a poem about chivalry, and about harmony, and about music and adolescence, and artists, and hookers, and taxi drivers, and lawns, and the red planet, and earth, and the stars, and heaven, and the universe, and water, and sand, and tomatoes, and mushrooms, and furnished rooms, and welfare checks, and war, and love, and flowers, and torture, and torment, and murder, and discord, and shame, and blackie, and whitey, and friendship, and luckless souls, and survival, and barrenness, and memory, and ambition, and separation anxiety, and endless possessions, and processions, and anarchy, and insurrection, and blindness, and revolution. But I'm just a normal guy, a hopelessly normal guy.
Yeah.